Plaintiff Belva Miller says she has always considered the defendant to be her niece, despite the fact that her brother has always denied paternity. Belva claims the defendant grew up in the foster care system. And Belva not only petitioned the court for a DNA test, but she's also suing for a loan. Defendant Latia Parks says Belva's brother has never accepted her as his daughter. And as a result, the rest of his family has always treated Latia like an outcast. Latia is countersuing for harassment.
You're suing your niece for $400 for an unpaid loan, court costs, and you've petitioned the court for a DNA test?
Yes.
You're trying to question if she's still your niece?
Yes, if she was ever my niece.
So, did you have any questions before she owed you money?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, ma'am. Give me some background.
All right, Janeri is my niece. We refer to her as Latia. My brother has always doubted that she was our niece, but we've always treated her as if she was part of the family. She did have a bit of a rough background. She grew up in foster care.
Why? Where's your brother?
He stayed in the same city.
Okay.
He stayed in the same city. She would steal. She stole from my mom. That's why she didn't have a relationship with a lot of people.
That's not why, Your Honor.
Go ahead, I'll let her finish.
That is so. I was one of the few that did deal with her.
Okay,
she got in trouble in the foster home. Her mother called me and asked me to go over to kind of diffuse the situation.
That's what I'm understanding. If she had her mother, why did she have to go to foster care? I'm missing
She
something.
got in trouble for something.
Who?
Latia.
Oh,
Janeri.
the court ordered her.
Yeah,
to
she was
foster care.
either
okay. Good enough.
end
The
up in a
court
group
ordered.
home. So, yeah.
Bottom line, the court ordered it.
Yep. So
she
I
went,
don't know.
because that if you're not abandoned or neglected,
right.
The only way the state gains authority over you is that you have violated the law, or you're incorrigible, and they have found that to be the case, and they remove you.
She grew up in foster care.
Why? Who was your brother?
He stayed in the same city.
Okay.
She stole from my mom. That's why she didn't have a relationship with a lot of people.
That's not why, Your Honor.
Plaintiff Belva Miller says her brother denies paternity of the defendant. So Belva petitioned the court for a DNA test because she has always considered the defendant to be her niece.
You tell me, give me some background.
That is not true, Your Honor.
What
Yes,
part?
I was.
You know, I said a lot of stuff.
Some of what she's saying is correct, but some of it is not. Yes, I was a trouble youth. Yes, I did go to group home and foster home.
Why did you go to group
I
home?
was out of control. I told the police officer that I didn't want to go back home to my mom, and it was hard. So yeah, I told them I didn't want to go back. So once I said that I didn't want to go back, they sent me to the police department. They called Children and Family Services. I ended up getting taken away from my mom.
Okay.
As far as her saying that she dealt with me, no, she did not. I was always told.
Yes, I did.
I was always told by my family that my dad was not my dad. I didn't end up finding out from my mom that my father was not my father till maybe a couple of years ago, when I actually found out that he was not my biological father. The person that's supposed to be my father, I have spoken with him on multiple occasions. Her saying that I stole from her mom or whatever, maybe I did, I don't remember. I'm not going to lie and say I did, and I'm not going to say I did, because I don't remember. I was a child. I always been treated as if I was an outcast. I've been told multiple times that her brother is not my father.
By him.
By family, yes.
She's asking for a DNA test today, so I don't know what she keep talking
yes,
about. Only
but
by
that's
him.
my whole thing.
She's questioning it too. Go ahead.
I am 31 years old. Why would y'all wait till I'm 31 years old to ask for a DNA test?
That's why I ask.
I got 3 kids. This man has never did anything for me or my children. So why? What he got that I need for y'all to be asking for a DNA test? He ain't never done nothing for me. Nothing.
Okay.
So I don't need anything from him, and I don't need anything for them. I work and I take care of my kids on my own.
When you left foster care, where did you go?
I ended up moving in with my cousin. Okay. I didn't like it there, so I ended up moving to St. Louis. I got pregnant. That woke me up. That changed me. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect, because I'm not. I'm not perfect.
But you were able to take care of your children.
But I'm doing the best that I can.
You seem very, very well adjusted to me. So I think you're a success story. And you're taking care of your kids, good. Because a lot of folks leave adult foster care or group homes, and they're never really able to recover from the experiences. A lot of times they get involved in criminal activity that sends them to prison, or they get drug addicted because they kind of trying to kill the pain of what happened to them in their childhood. So I'm glad you were able to avoid those traps.
Thank you.
You know, I know you stole a little every now and then, but hey, Grandma had that laying around. Just laying there.
In their house.
So she was visiting. She thought it was hers.
No,
if I'm
she didn't.
visiting and somebody
She
got
knew
some
better.
money there, I'm going to say, oh, I'm visiting. It's so nice of them.
Absolutely not.
Tell me why you're suing her.
Okay, I'm suing her for a loan where she say nobody was there for her, but she felt comfortable enough to call when she needed help because at some point and sometimes we were there for her. I'm not my brother. It's not my fault of what he did or, you know, how they conducted their business.
Tell me about the loan that you're referring to. She came to you, or what happened?
Initially,
When?
she called my father. My dad, he was on his way to a funeral, so he couldn't go. So he called me and asked me if I would go help her out because she was stuck in Illinois. She lives in Missouri, and they took her car, and she needed, you know, the money to get her car back until she got home. She had the money at home and was supposed to, you know, get the money back the same day.
What happened?
I followed her home, got to her house, then had to follow her to the ATM because she did not have cash. We got to the ATM. Her card was locked, so she couldn't get any cash out of the ATM to give me my money. She changed her phone number. She blocked all of my calls. I have 2 kids as well, single mother, trying to take care of my own children.
Well, let me tell you, some children who have the experience she has gone through, and this may not be the case with you, a lot of times they're not inclined to be grateful because they look at it either as
I owe her.
you owe her, the whole family owes me.
Right.
So either I don't have to do anything or I don't have to pay back for what you gave me. All right, and she didn't pay that same day, as you say.
She did not.
And when is the last time you asked for your money?
The last time I asked her was...
Take a look. You know, I know you stole a little every now and then, but hey, Grandma had that laying around. Just laying there.
in their house.
So she was visiting. She thought it was hers.
Plaintiff Belva Miller says her brother denies paternity of the defendant. So Belva petitioned the court for a DNA test because she has always considered the defendant to be her niece.
Ma'am, you tell me about this alleged loan.
So I was coming from Springfield, Illinois. I ended up getting pulled over. I was doing 89 and 65. Because I didn't have my driver's license on me, I ended up going to jail. When I got to jail, I did call my granddaddy, and that was the first time I ever asked him for anything. I called him, and I asked him, you know, hey, can you help me get my car out the tow? I will give you the $200, because that's what I was told that it was going to cost for me to get my car out the tow. He told me that my aunt was going to come pick me up. So when she came and picked me up, she did take me to the tow yard. She was finna pay the $200. They told her that I needed a tow release. So we had to go back to the police department to get the tow release. She had to pay another $200 to get the tow release. I never told her I was paying her anything because I knew that I did not have the money to pay her. I never told her I was going to pay her anything.
That's not true.
The same day I went to Illinois, because like I said, I live in Missouri. I went to Illinois. I don't know where Mathis came from. Literally tried to run me off the road. So I had to go around. My cousin was in the car with me.
Let me stop you where we were about you paying her money. You never took her to the bank to get any money?
No.
I have a witness statement of someone who saw us in the Walgreens.
Someone like who?
It was...
oh, no, you got to do better than that.
The person was my kid's aunt on they dad's side. They have an aunt. It's her child's father. And we ran into him when we was in the Walgreens, and she was at the ATM.
Okay,
and he
let's
saw
see it.
all of us
Let's
in
see it.
the
There you
store.
go.
I don't
Give
know
me
if
that,
you want
the
that.
part where he says he saw you guys on that. All right. On August 31st, ma'am, you were not in Walgreens with her?
No.
All right. And
Oh,
I, Jason Douglas, was at, well, I asked her what they were doing. She informed me that they were with her niece and pointed at a lady at the ATM. As you said, I have a witness statement. I don't see what motivation they have to lie. In fact, they left their email and phone number saying if I wanted any further information or questions. That doesn't sound like she would do all that. That's a lot of conspiring for $400. That's my point.
She had a pink debit card, and we stood outside while she was on the phone.
Do you have a pink debit card?
No.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
She did that day.
I don't have a pink debit card.
Why don't you get this woman her $400?
Because honestly, Your Honor, I don't think that I owe her anything.
Yes,
and the only reason why I don't think that
she do.
I don't only because she never said that I had to pay her.
That's a lie,
Tia.
Can
I finish?
You know that's
why?
a lie.
So like I
Let
said,
her finish.
Okay.
like I said, her and her sister tried to run me off the road, but I ended up.
That's your counterclaim for harassment.
So I end up making it to my auntie house. Very belligerent. I better pay her. I better do this. I'm a bum B. I'm this. I'm that. All of that. And
What did you say?
What did I say?
Yes, ma'am.
Basically, I sat in my car and I laughed and I was like, I don't have nothing to give you. I can't give you something that I don't have.
That's what you said.
Yes.
Can't give it to you because I don't have it. Not that I don't owe you.
Yeah.
And even the text messages the same day. This was before we ran into her. Her response was, I'm at work, I will call you. Her response was not, I don't owe you.
Right.
Yeah, I did say that I was at work because every day that I'm
Do
at
you
work.
have anything where you told her you didn't owe her? Anything?
No.
No,
All right.
she doesn't.
has
She didn't
a few
say
things that where I'm going to interpret as you acknowledging the debt. When I get off work to pick up my money, let me know where to meet.
That's not what they say. They just say that. They just said that I told her.
Judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
That is ridiculous.
Thank you. We could have
We're
avoided
going to get the
this.
DNA test. And your harassment, you got proof of that harassment,
Yes,
though?
actually I do.
Now, can I say something?
You didn't want. I advise you not to.
Fine.
Unless
I
you're
did
answering
win,
what
but
she's saying. And
It
she
is.
hasn't.
It's about the
All
day
right, what
that she's
evidence
saying.
do you have?
I have comments from like different people.
No, about
It's
this
not from
running
me.
off the road. That's
I
what
don't
I
got
want to
nothing.
hear.
No, I don't got it.
Nobody commenting on that?
No.
'Cause
Nobody
it didn't
said-
happen.
It did, but no. That's okay.
It did not happen.
It did.
Anything else? You've won, but if you like
No,
to-
I'm done. Just nice to meet you, Judge.
That's good to be.
Sorry under these
Good
circumstances.
to be quiet
but
when you win.
Exactly.
Y'all got a reason to now say that you didn't have a responsibility to her, and you got a reason to say, and I always knew you were right. Not y'all not related. Have a good day.
Can I go over?
Yeah, please. Yeah, because y'all
sorry.
still there.
I'm sorry. I mean, she's still going to be, part of the family. We won't, kick her out or throw her away. We will still be there for her. It's all right. We still love her. It's hard, I know. We still love you. I just want my money.
Plaintiff Alan Small rented an apartment to the defendant, and he claims it was the first and last time he will ever rent to a stripper. Alan claims after moving in, the defendant threw wild parties, and he's suing her today for unpaid rent. Defendant Victoria Thomas is good friends with Alan's witness, and she claims Alan is so obsessed with his witness that he constantly stalked her. Victoria is countersuing Alan for emotional distress and hotel expenses.
Start with you.
First and foremost, this is the first and last time that I will be renting any properties to a stripper.
Why?
Because
You probably make more money than your other tenants.
make more don't mean that you're gonna pay more.
Okay.
So, I say that because she's a wild, come to find out, very wild girl that every time I seen her, she had a different girl on her arm, and she threw wild parties, twerking, and other stuff at the house.
Where'd you meet her?
I met her through my witness here. She used to date my witness's sister, and when I actually met her, she was sleeping on my witness's couch.
Got it.
So I, out of kindness of my heart, I went out. I allowed her to move in with her son.
Okay.
Into my place. And
What was the agreement?
the agreement was $750 a month for a fully furnished apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, and utilities included.
That's pretty good. Where you all live?
Well, I live in Texas now, but this my place that I own in Wisconsin is in Oshkosh.
Plaintiff Alan Small rented an apartment to the defendant, and he claims it was the first and last time he will ever rent to a stripper.
Go ahead.
And so, like I said, I moved her in
What
April
month?
of
April.
19. She paid for the first 2 months, and then afterwards started making complaints about the place and was saying that she was holding stuff in rent abatement.
Okay,
meaning-
let me allow her to give some background, and then we can get into the specifics as you are.
Okay.
Yes.
Your Honor, I met, like he said, I met Mr. Small through Raven. Raven, we're very close friends. Like he said, I used to date her sister. This man is obsessed with Raven. He's basically a stalker, and he's basically retaliating against me.
You had to stalk her too much. She's here on his side today.
No,
She
there's more.
she's crazy about him too.
There's more.
But she's
to the
here
story.
for him.
There's more.
Unless you wanted to move on to your side.
That would be
Then
amazing.
she'll be crazy about you. Who do you want to be crazy about today? Well, go over on the east side. You want to go to that side or you want to stay? Staying. So she's crazy about him.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, there was a night when I was at Raven's house. We were drinking, having a good time. Mr. Smalls came. This had to be about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, banging on the door, drunk. Him and Raven got into an argument, a big thing. The police were called, and at that point, I left. That's just one incident.
What was he banging on the door? What?
To get to Raven.
She was in there.
We were just having a good time, drinking, dancing, twerking. He also.
Y'all gonna leave him out?
No, he.
You're gonna take the man's woman and leave him out, knocking at the door? Oh, please.
He was included. He provided the liquor.
That she claimed I bought too. That's what she said.
Huh?
He
That she
brought.
claimed I bought the liquor too, but
He brought the liquors and
He
speakers.
even brought
He
the
used to
liquor.
twerk with us.
Took
He
your
used-
liquor, took your woman,
Right.
went in the room,
Yeah.
locked you out.
and ain't pay me rent.
He doesn't understand
You
the
got
term
a lot
friends
of
with
nerve.
benefit. I'm not a stalker. I understand the terms friends with benefit. He couldn't get that
Go
through his
ahead,
mind.
ma'am. Don't take a man's woman into your room by yourself and lock him out. That's not smart thinking.
Okay. There was
You will
another.
get put out for that. That's what you're putting. That's what you're really putting out for, not the rent. He putting you out for that. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm putting out for
There
the
was
money.
another occasion
Okay.
where we were at my place, drinking, smoking, having a good time. Raven was there. She came over. I'm pretty sure that he was looking out the window. Raven also had a male friend with her. So we were all having a good time. Again, it's late at night. He's constantly coming downstairs, knocking on the door, trying to find reasons to swindle his way through the house. Oh, do you got a cigarette? Oh, can I get some of your liquor? Oh, is Raven in there? Trying to get to Raven's daughter to get to Raven, basically.
You might be right. He crazy about Raven.
Yeah.
Raven crazy about him too, don't you think? All
What?
right. And tell me about the tenancy. You agreed to move in. He said you were kind of bad off. You were in a bad situation. You're your son, and he was kind enough, he makes reference to move you in, even though he charged. So I'm not sure if that was out of the kindness of his heart or out of looking for a tenant who pays. So you tell me the circumstances and the agreement on rent.
Well, I had just lost everything in the fire, and that's why I was living with Raven for that moment. And the terms were $750 with everything included.
Okay.
There was not anything. There wasn't. The apartment wasn't fully furnished. There was just a couch and a few curtains and a table and
Okay.
chairs.
Okay.
Plaintiff Alan Small rented an apartment to the defendant, and he claims it was the first and last time he will ever rent to a stripper.
Let me hear from you on what happened with the rent.
So around, she paid the first month, April. She paid the second month, May. At the end of May, though, she started sending me texts complaining about different issues in the apartment. Mind you, that this is a month-to-month lease. So when I got those issues, I told her that, we went back and forth, corresponding through text that, I could fix them, but she said that she was holding part of the rent for June as rent abatement, meaning that money she's going to use to fix the stuff. She never fixed the stuff, and I didn't receive the money back either. So,
And that's not what that means, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Rent abatement doesn't mean I'm not paying you so that I can fix your items. It's to fix your property. It's I'm not paying you because your property is not up to standards.
Now, I was like, well, if you're not going to pay, you need to leave. And also, if you are going to be here still, I'm not going to continue to pay the gas and the...
Let's go back to when she told you there were problems.
Yes, sir.
And things in disrepair. You said, She told you she was going to not pay you that month and use it to make repairs?
She said she was holding it in rent abatement. And but then I also agreed to fix.
What was your response when she says, I'm holding it in abatement?
I said, okay, well, what are the issues? She told me the issues, which was, she said smoke detectors, which I gave her smoke detectors. She said there was not enough pressure coming out of the sink and a clogged tub. And she said, this was in June 2nd, that the heater wasn't working. This was in June.
What do you mean by June? What is that to say?
I'm just saying that, I mean, it wasn't.
She don't need heat?
I'm not saying she don't need
So that's why they had to provide you none. She didn't need it, Judge. It was in June. I don't know what she complaining about heat for. It's in June. She don't need no heat in June. I know sometime it get 50 degrees, depending on where you stand. It might get 30 at night during the month of June, but she don't need that. Get a couple of extra blankets. I don't know what she complaining about. That's June.
What she said, though, was that she was going to get heaters with the money that she was withholding.
Oh, so you were fine with that?
I said I was fine with that.
I ain't going to fix your heat and just get you some heaters, and that's a good deal.
That was her resolution.
And you found that acceptable. Yes, instead of saying, no, don't do that, it's my responsibility as a landlord to make the repairs.
And what I did, though, is it's a pilot.
When did it come up about her moving, in that conversation?
Yes, sir.
All right, so how did that get to that? How did that conversation come up about her moving? She said, I'm going to get heaters, I'm going to do this. So, when did you then say move?
I said, well, if there's so many issues that you're complaining about, you can move. And then I said, well, actually, the lease says that you have 7, that I got to give you a 7-day notice, but I gave you a 14-day notice. This was in June. She didn't move out until September.
Oh, so you gave her a notice evicting her?
Yes.
For non-payment, even though she told you the reason she's not paying because the house was in disrepair. Your response is, if you don't like it, then get out. Then you ain't getting out? Okay, I'm gonna evict you. Go ahead, ma'am. You tell me what happened.
I had.
No, she's gonna say the exact same thing I just said.
That is the exact same thing.
I gave her defense,
yes,
right?
That's the exact same thing. Exact same thing.
Tell me what happened.
I made him aware of multiple times, text messages, emails.
You have anything there to let me see what you made him aware of?
An inspector actually came out twice, and he sent 2 notices. This is the first one, and then that's the second time he came out.
Go ahead.
The inspector came out, sent out those violations. He promised that he would fix everything, and nothing was still fixed. At that point, I do have some evidence if we could take a look at that.
This?
I actually have video.
Oh, okay. Let's take a look. And this is of the disrepair, if you will?
Just a few of them. So there, you see that's the smoke detector.
Very
there
central.
in one. There's no smoke detectors. And there, that's the electricity. We're showing that it doesn't work.
The light's not coming on. This one don't work.
On the left side of the house. All of that is also in the inspection from the city.
These two don't work. This one don't work.
That's all from a breaker, though, sir. I went and put the breaker, switched the breaker.
And then that's the tub there. It would take over a week to drain out. So I would have to go other places to shower. I would have to take my son other places to shower, on the bus to shower, wherever I could, the YMCA, anywhere. That's just it leaking out from the top.
This is all before I came and repaired the leak that she's talking about, and also put Drano and stuff and drained it out. So she's showing this stuff before.
So you told me what your response was. You already told me that.
Plaintiff Alan Small rented an apartment to the defendant, and he claims it was the first and last time he will ever rent to a stripper.
Your response was move if you don't like it. You remember telling me that?
I did, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, then. Don't act like now you came and you were anxious to make repairs. You told her exactly what you told me. If you don't like it, then move. And in fact, when she didn't move, you evicted her.
He tried,
and here I have,
dismissed, Your Honor.
Pardon me?
He tried.
Hold on. What happened with the eviction?
They evicted her.
Okay.
No, by that time I was already out, Your Honor, into a hotel. I had
you have the eviction judgment. You have
everything.
the judgment showing that she was evicted.
I have like the court.
Because they give you a judgment showing what happened. They give you a disposition. Do you have anything?
Yes.
No.
You have nothing showing what, if somebody served you papers and you were supposed to go to court and you didn't keep anything? Or
I see the dismissal, I have that.
Let's see that. He says it wasn't dismissed. He says it was enforced. And you were successfully evicted. And then when
when we went to court, she had.
Sir, you told me what happened. You said she was evicted. Right, and I'm looking at what she handed me, and it says it was dismissed, your eviction.
They told her that she had to be out by that.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
I'm looking. You said evicted. This says dismissed. Nothing about being out. It says your eviction was dismissed. And so is the case today. You are dismissed. You had that property in disrepair, had her son live in an uninhabitable apartment, and all these code violations, 10 pages worth, and you're going to come in here and act like, and your response to her was, if you don't like it, move. Not only do you recommend her to move, and she doesn't, instead you go and evict her to move because she's complaining that she has no heat, can't take a bath. Her and her children or her son has to go other places. And you lie then and say, well, I successfully evicted her, meaning the judge sided with you, when in fact the judge sided with her. Your claim is dismissed, hers is granted. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just want to thank Raven for giving me the opportunity to even have a place, but just next time, no slumlords, basically.
I mean, she's a bum, you know what I'm saying? She didn't pay for where she stayed. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I don't have too much more to say.